Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Night Seas. We are live here in Washington, D.C., and we have a huge main event here for you tonight. We have a huge opener. The entire event is filled with stacked lineups. As you can see, kicking off our show here tonight, we will be seeing the GPW No Boundaries Championship defended as Penta defends that title against the Work Dragon, Dragon Lee. We would also be seeing a one-on-one encounter after Aleister Black made his debut at Grizzly Pro Wrestling last week in El Grande Americano's Open Challenge. He goes one-on-one with absolute Ricky Saints here tonight. But also, we will be determining the #1 contenders finally for the GPW Tag Team Champions as the Motor City Machine Guns and FrAxiom will finally close out the 4-team bracket to determine All Ego LLC's challengers for GPW Challenger. But also, your main event of the evening, we will be seeing Masha Slamovich take on the beautiful madness Giulia in her return to Grizzly Pro Wrestling in a GPW Rules Match. Whoever wins that matchup will challenge Rusev for the GPW Internet Championship at GPW Challenger. Our next big GPW pay-per-view, premium live event, whatever you want to call it, our big show will be making its way to your screens. Let me consult the list here, make sure I got the date right before I say it. August 3rd, you will be seeing GPW Challenger going live, ladies and gentlemen. But right here, right now, here on Saturday Night Seas, we are going to have some championship action. I think this is actually the first championship match since we went to Saturday nights. No, actually, I could be wrong. Yeah, that was Jacob Fatu and Sean Spears, who main evented the first episode of Saturday Night Seas. Aleister Black and Kairi Sane entered the Saturday Night Seas with the Women's World Championship matchup as well. But, No Boundaries Championship, first time being defended here on Saturday Night Seas. And wait a minute now, look at this, over the top immediately. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, in GPW No Boundaries Championship matchups, there is falls count anywhere, no disqualifications, no countouts, and the only way to win is by pinfall or submission. But like I said, you can do it anywhere. But these two, it looks like they're going to resort to the ring. A big brainbuster from the Work Dragon. Dragon Lee immediately trying to get into the pinfall. But look at this now, Penta trying to take some advantage. Oh, trying to go for that chop. But Dragon Lee, the now deactivated GPW ENT Championship, hold that thought, held by Dragon Lee ever since October. Dragon Lee over the top takes out Penta. And Dragon Lee looking under that ring. He could be thinking about some weapons here. He picks up a trash can, and Dragon Lee, he's already thinking about what to use. I mean, Penta, Dragon Lee, he has a trash can lid. Penta just wraps it over the top of the head of the Work Dragon. And Penta, military press gutbuster into the pinfall. Penta, he was able to defeat Ricky Saints to have that No Boundaries Championship. Did Dragon Lee or Penta just pull in a friggin' guitar? Penta countering the Enziguri, big right hand. Penta now lays him out with a body slam. But Penta trying to show Dragon Lee how to do it. We saw these two guys compete in a beautiful triple threat matchup with Chad Gable recently. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, but that was a move that we saw in that matchup. Big destroyer. But wait a minute, Penta suckering Dragon Lee in. Small package. No. Penta nearly savoring the victory off of a destroyer small package. I feel like that would be the first time we would see that. But either way, Penta stopping Dragon Lee in his tracks. La Magistral. Penta with Dragon Lee's shoulders down on the mat. Penta immediately trying to get the pinfall there, but Dragon Lee's still in this matchup. Big chop from Dragon Lee. What a knee under the chin. Dragon Lee could have just secured the victory here. Could be walking out as the No Boundaries champion. But Penta immediately getting the shoulder up, and Dragon Lee sending him down to the floor. And oh my God! Dragon Lee trying to dive on the Penta, goes face first onto the floor, and Dragon Lee is still able to continue in this match. Springboard crossbody into the ring. Penta, no hesitation. Pinfall, no. Dragon Lee with the kick out. Matchup continues. Snap German from Dragon Lee, beautifully delivered. And now Dragon Lee picking up that trash can. My God, just tossing it right on Penta like it was nothing. But now Dragon Lee taking Penta to the top rope. What the hell do they have in mind here? Good Lord! Top rope Hurricane Rana, squishing that trash can from all the way to the top. Dragon Lee now. Oh no, he was maybe looking for another brainbuster. Big elbow from Dragon Lee, spins him around, drops him, power bomb, signature from Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee, he could be walking out with the championship around his waist, but Penta gets the kick out. Dragon Lee picking up that guitar and wrapping it over the head of Zero Miedo. Penta still trying to get into this matchup. Dragon Lee sending Penta away with the sunset flip. But Penta now, you already know that man can withstand so much goddamn damage. But wait a minute now, what does Penta have in mind? Powerbomb position. Dragon Lee getting some right hands to try and knock Penta off his game here. Big drop kick. And now Dragon, boom, powerbomb, and he pops him into the big knee strike. And I think he's about to deliver some Operation Dragon. Whoa, Penta maneuvers Dragon Lee all the way on the other side and then just nails him with the enziguri. And Penta, the Fear Factor. Oh my God, we have not seen the Fear Factor in GPW, but Penta has just secured the victory and retained the No Boundaries Championship. Good God, Penta. He just absolutely demolished Dragon Lee with the Fear Factor, and we have retained, and he has retained the GPW No Boundaries Championship. What a matchup to kick off Saturday Night Seas here tonight. I mean, this is going to get even crazy. Wait a minute. Well, it was announced last week that she would be making her debut. And ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Angel, La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer. And Penta, he is lost for words. He has no idea why Stephanie Vaquer is making her way down to the ring. But if I had to guess, Stephanie Vaquer staring down with the GPW No Boundaries champion. Stephanie telling Penta to bring it on. And I think we might have just seen the next challenger for Penta's GPW No Boundaries Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of which, I mentioned it earlier, but yes, your next GPW live event will be GPW Challenger, the big premium live event that will be headlined by Drew McIntyre versus Will Ospreay for the GPW Championship. That was announced last week after Drew McIntyre defeated CM Punk. Stay tuned for the next couple of episodes of C's so you can determine your match card for GPW Challenger. And I think we're about to determine another one, as All Ego LLC, Ethan Page and Tyler Breeze, the GPW World Tag Team Champions, will be defending those titles. But against who, we are about to find out as the Motor City Machine Guns make their way down to the ring. And just as fast is the team of Nathan Frazier and Axiom of FrAxiom. FrAxiom, they know how to get their way through a tag team matchup. They know how to compete in a tag team tournament. FrAxiom, they were able to defeat the Gorillas of Destiny last week, albeit with a little bit of interference from Sean Spears, as that was not on their behalf. But either way, FrAxiom was able to qualify here tonight. Motor City Machine Guns, they defeated the Rascals in the 2 weeks ago on Saturday Night Seas. But right now, Alex Shelley and Axiom, they're going to be kicking off this matchup here tonight. This matchup is set to be one hell of a barn burner. I mean, the caliber of tag team that FrAxiom and Motor City Machine Guns hold between them. I mean, enough talent between the four of them to literally charge an entire promotion. I mean, Chris Sabin, with the tag in the Axiom. And I mean, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, both these guys, are tag team legends in their own right. And Axiom and Nathan Frazier, some of the best tag team wrestling that we've seen in the past couple of years has came from both of these men. Need to be on TNA, need to be on NXT, on GPW right now. Nathan Frazier getting the tag in. Shooting star press to follow, beautifully delivered. But now Nathan Frazier going to take Chris Sabin on a ride, dropping him with the spinning Michinoku driver. Nathan Frazier, no. Chris Sabin gets the kick out. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this matchup will be going to GPW Challenger to take on All Ego LLC. Good Lord. Big Poison Rana from Axiom. Alex Shelley stopping Axiom in the middle of the ring. Nathan Frazier out of nowhere, springboard dropkick. Chris Sabin is the legal man. I completely forgot in that sequence. But either way, La Magistral, Chris Sabin trying to get Nathan Frazier off the rebound. Good Lord, what a super kick. Nathan Frazier now taking Alex Shelley out, beautifully delivered. And look at this now, taking Alex Shelley's place on the apron and popping in for the top rope Hurricane Rana. Chris Sabin now going to take control as he gets the tag into Alex Shelley. Oh no, we saw this a couple weeks ago. Oh man, the double PK, if you want to call it that. But look at this now, Nathan Frazier, German suplex into his own corner. And then look at this, popping Alex Shelley out of the corner with a double super kick. Alex Shelley now getting the tag into Chris Sabin. Sabin and Axiom going to go at it now. Axiom trying to throw a shot. Sabin, TNA kick, beautifully delivered. And a super kick. I mean, you got to follow up with one of those. But look at this now, Chris Sabin goes crashing into the corner. Axiom recovers. And wait a minute now, what is this? Whoa, Axiom recovers onto the top rope. Oh, shades of Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio there. But Nathan Frazier gets the tag in and gets the frog splash. Is FrAxiom going the challenger? No. But look at this now. Oh no, Skywalker from Alex Shelley. And wait a minute now, Border City stretch from Chris Sabin. Axiom breaks it up. Frazier and Chris Sabin, the legal men in this match. The moonsault out of the corner. This matchup is going absolutely off the rails. Brainbuster from Nathan Frazier. Brainbuster. Anyway, but sorry, that took me off guard. But look at this now. Axiom just looking down at Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley suckered him in. And now Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley just whooping Axiom's ass on the outside. Alex Shelley going after Nathan Frazier. And look at this now. Sabin and Axiom fighting on the outside here. And Nathan Frazier and Alex Shelley as well. I mean, oh, wait a minute now. Wait. I think the referee has called this match off. This matchup is going to... It's being ruled a no contest. I just heard him tell our timekeepers, but either way, this matchup is over, and these two are continuing the fight amongst the crowd. I mean, Axiom and Chris Sabin it's like they haven't even heard the bell go off. It's like the matchup continues, but Chris Sabin and Axiom, you can see on this side, they're just, Chris Sabin laying him out with a lariat. Alex Shelley just bodying Nathan Frazier into the barricade, and FrAxiom and Motor City Machine Guns. You gotta think though, we don't even have Tag Team Championship #1 contenders. Well, a huge announcement from our Director of Authority, as we will be seeing a triple threat tag team tables, ladders, and chairs match for the GPW World Tag Team Championships between FrAxiom, Motor City Machine Guns, and All Ego LLC. Ethan Page is definitely not going to be happy about this one, but either way, we have our #1 contenders. Well, the Scottish Hitman definitely has some choice words for the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, as their championship matchup for GPW's most coveted prize will be on the line at GPW Challenger. And with Will Ospreay holding that title since GPW opening night, is Drew McIntyre going to be able to carry out the hit, or will Will Ospreay be able to hit the hidden blade on the Hitman? But either way, Ricky Saints making his way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. We got some one-on-one action for the first time tonight. Nothing here is at stake, just some good old one-on-one action, as absolute Ricky Saints, former and inaugural GPW No Boundaries champion. We saw it earlier. We actually saw last week that Ricky Saints wanted to compete against Penta for the No Boundaries title again, but Penta gave Dragon Lee the match, and instead Ricky Saints was called to face Penta's friend, so to speak, and that friend ended up being the man that debuted that debuted 2 weeks ago on GPW. Aleister Black, who is currently in the ring right now, he defeated El Grande Americano in his Super Grande Open Challenge. And look at this now, Aleister Black. Oh, off of the ropes. Big moonsault. Aleister Black now going to try to go for a German suplex. Ricky Saints rolls him up into a pinfall position here into an inside cradle, but now Aleister Black going to overpower him. Aleister rolls out of it. And look at this now, Aleister going to go for a knee. Ricky Saints maneuvers out of it. And look at this now, pulling in Aleister Black. Pulls him down for a neck breaker, beautifully delivered. But now Aleister Black, he's going to try to take control of Ricky as he gets a big knee directly to the chest. And look at this now, he's going to roll Ricky Saints out here. Big penalty kick, nailing him right in the face. Oshigoroshi may be incoming, but Ricky Saints going to counter out of it. Russian leg sweep. Got to go back to the classics. But look at this now, going to go for another neck breaker. Aleister Black, what a maneuver, catches him off guard with another neck breaker of his own. Aleister Black with the beautiful tope con hilo to the floor. But look at this now, Aleister Black maybe looking for that brainbuster. We saw him use that on Grande Americano. It was definitely effective, but oh no. Aleister Black now going to take control of, Ricky again, but that time he just sits him out for a neck breaker, followed up by the boot stomp. Ricky maneuvers out of the way. What is he going to do? Knee directly to the face, catching Ricky Saints off guard. And look at this now, another PK and a boot stomp. Good Lord, had to secure that one. Ricky Saints now with the big chop. Ricky Saints now firing away. Big right hand, sends him down. Face first goes Aleister. And look at this now, into the corner, Ricky Saints just maneuvering Aleister Black in any position, trying to go for the elbow drop. But now, Aleister Black, cuts him with the cutter. And look at this now, into the Dragon Slayer from Aleister Black, or I believe he calls this the Dark Ritual. But either way, whatever it's called, Ricky Saints, catches Aleister Black off guard with the spear. Ricky Saints might actually walk away with the victory. Caught him off guard, but Aleister Black not dead yet. Look at this big knee incoming from Aleister. And yes, he did. Gives him a big knee, bicycle knee strike, and follows up with the brainbuster. Floats over. That could be it. Aleister, no. Ricky Saints, now suckering Aleister Black in and just utilizing the ropes to his advantage. He has the count of 5 to break that, and now Ricky Saints in the middle of the ring. Looking for Buster Keaton. He's going to try to deliver Buster Keaton on Aleister Black. Big clothesline, lays out Saints. But now Ricky Saints, big right hand. Kick to the gut. What does he have in mind here? Running knee. Aleister Black moves out of the way. And wait a minute now, big black mass out of nowhere, clocking Ricky Saints right in the jaw. And Aleister Black picks up the win. Once again, Aleister Black catches his opponent off guard with that black mass spin kick, and Aleister Black has defeated Ricky Saints in his second one-on-one encounter here in Grizzly Pro Wrestling. Congratulations to Aleister Black. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I actually gave Chelsea Green 3 choices for her wild card win against Javon Evans, Grande Americano, and Brooks Jensen. It was either a women's world title match, a tag team title match, or a stipulated matchup of her choosing. And Chelsea Green immediately chose the women's world title. And Chelsea Green, she has cashed in that opportunity and will be facing Elena Black for the GPW Women's World Title at GPW Challenger. But if you choose to tune in next week on GPW Seas, you will be seeing your big main event as the aerial assassin GPW champion Will Ospreay will be in action against Andrade as he makes his return to GPW since the GPW Breakout Tournament. Also, the young OG Javon Evans makes his way down to the ring next week on GPW Seas against Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints immediately coming to me after that matchup and immediately asking for a rematch, but we're not going to give it to him. So either way, but Rusev he will also be putting the GPW Internet Championship on the line in an open challenge next week before he goes one-on-one with Masha Slamovich or Giulia, depending on how this next match is going to go. But either way, also, Giulia is going to be going one-on-one with Sol Ruka in a one-on-one encounter, as, you know, even though Giulia will be making her return here tonight in a GPW Rules match, she's got to prove that she's one of the best in-ring talents. And also, big matchup just announced not too long ago, as CM Punk will be making his return to the ring since his loss at GPW Breakout, and he will be taking on Tyler Breeze, one half of the GPW World Tag Team Champions. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event of the evening, as Skin Ripper Masha Slamovich makes her way down to the ring. It was last week that she defeated Michin, and Rusev, he said maybe that when Masha Slamovich was presented with the opportunity for the Internet Championship rematch, he said maybe if she defeated Michin, and Masha was able to do that, but Rusev was not proven enough. So he said, take on Giulia here tonight in a GPW Rules match, and you will be able to challenge me. So maybe Rusev is trying to play some sort of word game there, because that's exactly what he did with Masha in the beginning. But either way, I believe if Masha is able to defeat Giulia here tonight in this very, you know, one-on-one encounter. Whoa, Masha trying to toss a chair at Giulia. Giulia just caught it. But oh, Masha, that was a good little distraction for Giulia as she lays her into the lariats, trapping her with the arms. And look at this now, Masha Slamovich, face first sending Giulia. And keep in mind, falls count anywhere in a GPW rule scenario, ladies and gentlemen. Falls count anywhere, no disqualifications. And only way to win is by pinfall or submission. Knockout rules and referee decisions do not apply in a GPW rules match. And look at this now, as Masha Slamovich and Giulia are just loading up the ring with as much shit as they can, and Giulia just flies through the middle rope with the crossbody and going through the door, taking Masha Slamovich down. So what do we got in the ring right now? We have a door, we have a table, we have a chair. I believe there was a light tube involved at one point. What else do we have? But either way, Masha Slamovich, spins her out with a sidewalk slam, beautifully delivered. And now Masha Slamovich, trying to land on the chair perhaps. Giulia stopping that knee from Masha Slamovich, and look at this now. Giulia just showing off that strong style, the beautiful madness. Oh no, the beautiful madness. Picking up the light tube. The light tube did not break. That time it did. That time it broke. You saw it just shatter into a million pieces in the middle of the GPW ring, and now that light tube, all that mercury dust just on the ground as Giulia dropping Masha Slamovich with a Saito suplex into the pile of shit. And Masha Slamovich gets the kick out. Giulia countering the Irish whip now. And Giulia, what a maneuver there. Big right hand. And that chair just wraps across the head of Masha Slamovich. And now Giulia, she's going to try to go after Masha. She's going to give her a little bit of, Masha dropping the chair. Masha Slamovich trying to get some more action onto Giulia and just locking the chair into the face. Big kick to the gut. Incoming! Whoa, Masha, what a counter. And look at this now, Masha Slamovich, powerbomb through the door. Masha Slamovich powerbombing Giulia through the door. Dragon suplex onto the chair. Masha Slamovich could be walking with the internet title near inches away, but Masha still has to continue on in this matchup. Giulia now trying to soften up Masha Slamovich a little bit. Russian leg sweep onto the stop sign. And Masha Slamovich, I don't even know if she can read that red sign, because Masha is still fighting as she gets a schoolgirl powerbomb. No, kick out of two. Masha Slamovich and Giulia just taking each other to the cleaners here tonight. I mean, what a return for Giulia if she's able to defeat Masha Slamovich here tonight and go to face Rusev for the GPW Internet Championship. But now Giulia setting up that table in the middle of the ring, and this is never a good scenario for any wrestler. But look at this now, Masha Slamovich, right hands to the face of Giulia, trying to avoid that table. And wait a minute now, Masha, butterfly powerbomb, dropping her in the middle of the ring, avoids the table. Masha could end it early without putting her through the table, but no. Giulia now, she's trying to stagger up to her feet. Masha trying to reposition the table. Good lord, what a headbutt from Giulia. And wait a minute, now Masha, she's trying to stop Giulia in her tracks, and now Giulia, she's planted onto the top rope. What does Masha have in mind? Like a gut-wrench suplex here. Oh my god, no, just powers her over the top. Good lord, what core strength from Masha Slamovich, sending Giulia through the table. And that's not it, as Giulia gets the kick out. Oh, tosses a chair directly into the face of Masha Slamovich. And wait a minute now, oh, wait a minute, I forgot what she calls that. But that hammerlock Michinoku driver. Oh, and I think Giulia's calling for a Riva Dirty. No! Masha moved out of the way of a Riva Dirty. That could have been it. And wait a minute now. Masha pulls her in. Slapjack. Face first goes Giulia. And look at this now. As Giulia is struggling to stand. The snowplow. Masha drops her onto that table leg. And Masha Slamovich defeats the beautiful Madness. What a matchup. Giulia making her return to Grizzly Pro Wrestling. Masha Slamovich with blood covering her face. Masha Slamovich finally. Okay, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Rusev just popped in here and he said, all right, she's earned it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Masha's gonna go to GPW Challenger. We'll see you next Saturday.